What's going on, YouTube? I know I have briefly, and I mean this briefly, mentioned that I was gonna speak about something that hits me deep at my core, and pretty much by the end of this, you guys will understand why it hits me deep at my core. Now we all have friends, homies, day ones, ride or dies, however you want to fucking look at it. We all have that. I've had that. I have friends that are not out here. I live in Long Island. I don't have friends that really live out here like that. All the friends that I have or kind of still have out here, they're fucking very distant. Completely distant. They nowhere near me. Living their own lives. They live in another town or two away. I'm not walking. Not taking no fucking damn transportation bus. None of that. Transportation out here is fucking ass. After 6, there's no transportation. After 6 p.m., buses are gone. After certain time at night, there's no more fucking trains. It's like, you didn't get that in the city. So it's different if it was in the city, but I don't live in the city. I used to. Now, I've had so many types of friendships that have come and gone. Before I get to the one that hits me deep, I will speak about the one or some that have, that I could kind of like delve a little into briefly to give the explanation. Okay, we collect the thoughts there. I don't want to like just ramble and say something stupid. Now we all know along my YouTube career, there's been a whole year and a half, maybe 2 years, where I had a lot of people I met, a lot of good friendships developed, got close to a lot of people. I even had a relationship going at that point. And a lot of things happened within a matter of months. And a lot of things were never spoken to me directly. Everything was indirectly because apparently people are scared to kind of say it to my face at this point. And they are. If you're going to have to go around people's backs and message other people, this, that, or third, you're scared. You could have came to me like a man, spoke to me like a man, never did. But to say that I still can't understand where this comes from, because if this is true, would you let a friendship get to a certain point? A fucking course not. To tell someone that they left a taste in your mouth in the core group for some time, and you never really agree with some of the stuff they did. Why? Because we don't fuck with this person, or I don't fuck with this person or that person. So what? So what? It's ain't high school. Friendships come and go. I don't gotta fuck with everybody that this person or that person fucks with. It's that simple. Use your head. You ain't no little kid. You was a man. You're definitely not a man. Your shit's probably like this after what you did, because that was kind of childish and petty. You went to a whole nother grown man to tell me that, and he sent me it. So you know who you are. Don't lie. Don't go running your mouth. Because at this point, all it takes from my side, I know a lot of people will agree with this. All it takes from my side is for you to say something and lie about it again. And then the screenshot I have. The screenshot says everything and all. I don't want to do it, and I hope I never have to do it, come across this year, but the way I am lately, I'm not letting anybody take advantage of me. None of that. There's been way too many people, and I've been the greatest, nicest guy ever, and I just hope it never comes to that point. But that was the lowest point for anybody to do to a friend. You don't build up 2 years and then go behind someone's back, talk about them, never say it to their face, fake that you're good with them, and then talk behind his back in the group, talk shit about those two specific people as if it's not going to come back to me. So that was the wrong approach. I made mistakes along this YouTube career, and I'm glad that some of them have been kind of fixed. It took a long time to get it fixed because all these other people got into people's heads. This, that, and the third. It was a lot going on, and it's dived down. Now, there's other real friendship in life that hit me deep. I knew this kid for over 10 years. One of the first people I met out here. And me and him was like this. And I was in one relationship. And at the end of the day, I will say this 100%. I will say this. I was an idiot in a lot of decisions at that point. You know, like, it was a very different relationship for me than any I had ever been. Now, I don't... I'm a little afraid to put this video out there, but it is funny. You know, I feel like YouTube might have a problem with it, but let's just hope they don't, right? Let's just hope they don't. Now, that being said, I knew him for over 10 years. I got into a relationship. Every time I had an issue with this chick, she would beat around the bush. She would never tell me anything personally. If it was something that dealt with me and it was an issue, she said I was too sensitive. Let's go with that. That was her direct line. Too sensitive. And so fucking what if I was? Not every guy is built fucking strong and not sensitive. Like, wake the fuck up. You know? And everything that we had that was a problem between us, she'd tell him. And I'm like, why the fuck is she telling you? And me and her in the relationship. You know what I mean? So that was the first red flag. And he kind of gave me a little bit of advice on what I could do, this, that, and the third. You know, because he's dealt with people like that before. Dealt with women like that before. So I did follow onto his advice. And it was working. But I think a lot of us can say when it comes to, you know, getting into that bedroom. Or getting into the bed. Getting... you know, to do your thing. I'm not the type of person that will grab a chick by her neck and kind of almost choke her or whatever like that. Like, to me, I would never do that. That's rough. That's, not only rough, that's brutal. Like, you grabbing someone by the neck like that, and they like it and choke, like, okay, I ain't doing that. But I did make her tap out in a hotel. So at the end of the day, I could say I did that. She tapped out and went straight to fucking sleep. So at the end of the day, I wasn't pleasing that side. I pleased a whole nother way, so I don't even fucking care. But to pretty much how I found out about a lot of things happening with this person I knew for a long time. We weren't talking at some point, and here and there, the conversation started going less. And we all know what happens when that's starting to go in a relationship. Apparently, he was trying to convince her to move to where he was because he can do better than me. That is completely fucked up for someone to do to someone you know for over 10 years. And y'all was boys, and y'all was this, that, and the third. I never gave him a chance to talk, though. At all. Because I messaged him a couple of times to talk about it. You know, I did. He beat around the bush, and he dubbed me many times. Came up with an excuse. I probably tried 5 times. I think that was too much. You know. Like, I really think that was too much. So, you know, it's not like I just said, nah, fuck you, never again. I gave him the chance. To talk to me and come clean and explain what the fuck happened. Didn't mean we were going to be friends, but we can kind of squash it right there and completely. Because this is kind of something that never got squashed. He doesn't live out here, you know. He lives outside the state right now. But that's just about as low as you could go to somebody. That's your boy, that's your thing. You're basically trying to steal their girl. Like, that's completely fucked up. That don't deserve no redemption. Nothing. can't redeem yourself from that. Like, you're literally trying to steal someone's girl and then lie. But yeah, that's why it hit me core, because I played ball with the person, I chilled, drunk, all this, that. I've been through so many experiences out here with this person, and I was never the same after that. You know, it took time for me to trust anybody, and boy, that changed your boy Yoda. But that's my little story in a nutshell. I hope you all, if you got questions, you can always ask me in my next stream, but don't feel afraid to comment your thoughts about it below. But that's something that happened, and past that, but that's about as low as you can go. Biggest betrayal ever, right there. And you know, I'm better from it. Alright, but I'm out of here, guys. 7-11 time. Get something before work. Much love, y'all. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one. It's your boy Yoda. Peace out.